What is your Timmy's here? Now, since this past week, since I got a chance to check out the Fletch remake called Confess Fletch, I decided that was an interesting idea to go back in time and do my review for the original Fletch. Now, the original Fletch, which of course you guys know is based on a series of detective books, premiered all the way back on May 31st, 1985, starring Chevy Chase, who of course at the time was very big in the comic world. He was back in the days he did obviously he did SNL. He also did stuff like Vacation, The Three Amigos. I mean, Chevy Chase was pretty much everywhere in the 80s. And so, of course, decided to have him lead this new film called Fletch, which was directed by Michael Ritchie, who also directed other really interesting films over the years, like the original Bad News Bears, The Candidate from '72, the horror film Student Bodies, Wildcats, The Golden Child. He did the sequel Fletch Liz, which was not so good. His last movie was, of course, A Simple Wish back in '97. So yeah, he's done some other really cool movies throughout his uh, life. And so yeah, of course, Fletch is a really fun '80s gem. Here you've got Chevy Chase who plays the role of Erwin Fletcher, who is this reporter, who's also this chameleon investigative reporter who might drive his editor, played by Richard Libertini, up the wall, but he always produces great pieces for the newspaper. And when his next story is about like the trade taking place on the beach, he goes undercover as like this homeless man, and he is unaware of Fletch's true identity. And so you got businessman Alan Stanwyck, played by Tim Matheson, who offers Fletch 50,000 to kill him, and so behind the offer here. And you do got some other really cool supporting players too, like you got Joe John Baker, Dina Davis, George Wendt for all you Cheers fans. Emmett Welsh is also in this. It's really entertaining. You even got fun cameos by LA Lakers such as Kareem Abdul Jabbar, and you got some other really cool people who pops up here and there. It definitely is a really fun '80s gem worth checking out. It is really entertaining. Uh, I mean, Chevy Chase, obviously, this is not really like Chevy Chase's best work, nothing like that. Like, it's nowhere near as fun as National Lampoon's Vacation. But I still thought Chevy really played his part perfectly. I mean, I never really read the Fletch book, so I'm not really sure how like the film ever compares to the books. I take that for granted. So, but still, Chevy still was terrific playing like this someone who's also a detective. I think is or investigator. I think is really terrific. And of course, they will go on to do a sequel, which was Fletch Liz, which that I'm not really doing a review for that one because that movie was not all that great. But it's a really fun, mystery comedy because the '80s has some really fun mystery comedies. You know, there is, and this was, of course, one of them. It was really slapstick, very entertaining, a really pleasant '80s film. If you guys have not really seen the original Fletch, maybe even before you check out the new one, give the original one a go. You won't be disappointed. Anyway, let me let you guys. Have you ever seen the original Fletch? If so, what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Have you ever read the Fletch books? What were some of your favorite moments, some of your favorite scenes from the original Fletch? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simon signing.